breaking news, my people. Some few days ago, Buhari he himself, came out to accuse some governors or almost all the governors of stealing local government fund, and these governors, pardon me, they are angry. Like all of them came out to say no, da, as if that does not have an element of truth, in itself. If you have been following the news closely, you would know that these governors, what they do is that they do not elect local government chairman. For years of them in office, they do not even consider electing local government chairman. They just put it on hold. And when they do finally elect local government chairman, they do not give the local government chairman all the rights. They are still the ones, that is, these governors are still the ones in control and in charge of the local government funds, and they use this local government fund the way they pleases. The local government chairman is just there as the figurehead, and sometimes they even call the local government chairman the administrator. Instead of calling them the local government chairman, they tag them the administrator, or just interim or something like that. And Buhari, just announced this fact, and these governors are angry. All of them are, blowing hot air, saying that why will Buhari say that? It is actually the truth. I can mention like some governors that have done this, and they went scot free with it. That is why these governors, they do not even want local government to have their own autonomy. They want to continue ruling, they want to continue deciding what the local government money is going to be used for. And so, most times they even hold local government workers' salary, and it's not as if this money did not come from the federal government. Anyway, before we go into the details of today's news, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. Subscribe, turn on the post notification bell as well, so that you'll be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Without further ado, guys, let's delve into the details of today's news. Concerned by President Muhammadu Buhari's allegation that state governors steal funds meant for local government areas, local government regional groups have urged the president to back the claim with evidence and name state governors profiling the funds. They also demanded a constitution amendment on local government autonomy, saying gaps in the constitution made it possible for governors to have influence over local government areas. In separate chats with NEWSROOM, they said the president shouldn't stop at raising the alarm, but also ensure that necessary actions are initiated against offending state governors. The president had last Wednesday said state governors were stealing funds meant for local administration, thereby causing what he termed stunted development at the local government level. Before the latest alarm, the president at different fora lamented the local government administration in the country had been emasculated by governors, who he often accused of diverting allocations to them from the federation account. However, regional bodies were unanimous in saying that any constitution amendment should ensure that governors no longer have powers to conduct local government elections. National Publicity Secretary of the AFENIFERE, Comrade Jare Ajayi, said the fact that such an accusation could come from the federal government at this time establishes that what has been in the rumor mill before, that state governors do not allow local governments to have quantum of money that comes from Abuja. For the fact that federal government is aware of this means it should take action. We heard that some state governors are already denying that accusation doesn't apply to them. It is up to the federal government to act upon it. Governments must have documented evidence to back it up, and as I said before, it has been in the rumor mill before. However, The point is that local governments may not be able to free themselves from the state governments. Federal government is in a position to take legal action to appropriately deal with the situation. For us, AFENIFERE, we are using this opportunity to call on the state governors to allow democracy to operate at the local government level. Also, just as the president does not have the power to appoint governors for states, it is not democratic for governors to appoint caretaker committee or interim committees into local government. A proper election should be allowed to take place so that those who would govern at the local level would be those elected by the people. Also speaking, spokesperson for Coalition of Northern Groups, CNG, Comrade Abdulaziz Sulaiman said, "We are in absolute agreement with the President on the issue of local government finances being stolen by the state. At the risk of overstating the case, the CNG, like all other sane Nigerians, is in agreement that local government in Nigeria has been emasculated and the control of local finances is holding the local government councils back. They should be freed to collect and spend as they choose." On this part, Publicity Secretary of OHANEZE Indigbo, Chief Alex Ogbonna, said, "What the president has said is true. However, local governments are manipulated by the governors because of our constitution. The problem, I believe, lies in the constitution because it allows the state government to organize elections for the local government. As a result, the governors select and do not give room for those at the local level to vote for the chairman. Elections do not take place at that level. The governors of the state electoral body do so for the people. In effect, they select those who share values with the state government. What they call a joint state local government account allows the governors to have some level of relationship with the local government. So the governors select the person in charge. I re-emphasize that the fault is in the constitution. For instance, it is difficult to drop a yam with a goat and expect that yam would not be eaten by the goat. It is impossible. Let me know what you all think in the comment section, because I feel that it is not enough for the president of the country to just come out and say it and state the fact. Yes, we all know that. Even before you say it, we know that it's been happened for years. But there should be a change in the constitution to that effect. They should also name those governors that have been involved in these activities, and then, just do something decisive, not minding the fact that the person is from your political party or not. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.